Every rider loves the freedom of motorcycles, but nobody talks about the frustrating part, fixing them. In this video, you're going to see a full range of emotions, confusion, frustration, and a little bit of a victory, and a lot of what did I get myself into? Because today, I'm attempting something I've never done before, changing my motorcycle tire on my own. Welcome to the channel. My name's Abdinafi. I ride motorcycles, work on them sometimes, and every now and then I take on a project that probably end up being harder than they should be. This video was actually filmed last year when I decided it was finally time to stop paying someone else to change my tire and learn how to do it myself. This was one of those projects where everything that could go wrong kinda did, but that's also what made it fun. So after a lot of delay, a lot of editing, and reliving the frustration all over again, I finally finished the video. And this is the story of me trying to change my motorcycle tire for the first time. Let's get into it. On a tire change, there are usually 4 main steps. For me, it ended up being way more complicated than that. So let me stop explaining and just show you how everything went down. I removed the wheel from the bike, then took off the sprocket and the wheel spacers. After that, clean the wheel and wipe everything down. And of course, the tire changing kit. The one I got is a really cheap one, so I'm hoping it actually works. My main concern is it didn't come with a bead breaker, so we'll see what we can make work. And next, I remove the valve stem. After that, it was time to break the bead. And on my first attempt, I tried using the dirt bike kickstand to push the tire down. After a quick try, I realized that wasn't going to work, so I went back to the tire kit to see if it could do anything. Nothing was budging, so I had to take a quick break and get some fresh air. Then I thought of using the stairs to get a leverage to push down the tire. This seemed like it was working, until I realized I was digging into the rim and scratching the coating because I forgot to use the rim guard. What? I put the rim guard in and gave it a few more tries, but it just wouldn't budge. That's when it hit me. If I wanted to finish this, I would need some help. So I called my little brother over and gave another shot trying to push it down using the kickstand. That was still extremely hard to push down. Even with the help, we kept at it until the kickstand actually bent.
I knew it. The whole thing was bending. Yeah, let go.
But at least the bike managed to break one bead, and even though I didn't get it on camera, I tried removing the tire with just one bead broken.
Damn, what I got? Let's see how they push it. Maybe it would work.
Unfortunately, we couldn't break the second bead, so I took it to a mechanic and asked them to break it for me. Big thanks to them, they didn't even charge me. Here's me coming back so happy and excited. In this next step, here's a tip to watch out for. Motorcycle tires have a specific rotation direction, usually indicated by an arrow on the side wall. When mounting the tire, make sure the arrow matches the direction the wheel spins on the bike. Getting this wrong can affect handling and safety, so it's an important step to double check before you start. Now that the bead is broken and I understand how the tire sits on the wheel, the next step is to fully remove the tire. I'm not going to bore you by explaining this part, I'll just let you watch. If you really wanted to see how it's done, I'll link the video I followed down below. It shows the process way better than I can. Finally, I got it off, but we're not done yet, so let's continue and clean the wheel. Now that everything is clean, here's a better visual of what I was talking about. If you thought the hard part was over, then you've definitely never done a full tire job. But whatever you do, don't do this. Or this. All that was needed was to flip the wheel and push it down. After all those kicks, now comes the hard part that I was actually concerned about. Getting the second bead over the rim. This part is no joke, so I'll just let you watch.
So you're constantly fighting yourself because it's trying to pull up. And I've heard some people say to leave one side of the bead dry.
Two hours later.
This was a hustle. Oh my goodness. Finally, we got it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, boys, we got it. We got it.
Let's finish what we started. From here, everything else is pretty easy. I installed the valve stem and put pressure on the tire. Since I didn't have any air compressor at home, I went to the gas station and filled it up there. And for balancing the wheel, I just did what the video recommended, and I just worked with what I had. After that, I cleaned the axle bolt, nuts, and the spacer, and then I reinstalled the wheel, tightened all the bolts, and adjusted the chain. The final step was to torque the wheel and pump the brakes. And that, folks, is how you do a tire change. I can't believe I pulled that off. It was way harder than expected, but the real takeaway is that you could do anything you want. Just start and you will figure it out as you go. So go out there and do what you wanted to do. With that being said, let me show you how the bike rides. And if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching the video. Please leave a like, comment, and just let me know what you thought of it. And I hope to see you soon again.